Ladies and gentlemen, children of the interwebs out there, Sebastion Envi, strong style, cinephile, reigning, defending SCW Cruiserweight Champion, of course. Now, Avengers Doomsday is kicking off. Production is kicking off in London, I believe it's London right now. Let's geek about it for a scant few minutes because Marvel put out this long, drawn-out, cast reveal video today, and it was actually cool. Some of the names that popped up on there, although basically it was like, hey, if they've been in a movie, they're going to be back in this. There were some notable names absent from this, and a lot of people are speculating that they're going to come back in Secret Wars. Secret Wars is, of course, going to deal with the whole concept of incursions, or we believe, concept of incursions and Battle World and different worlds fighting for their survival. The leader alluded to this in Brave New World. Was it Clea? Spoke to it to Doctor Strange about it at the end of Multiverse of Madness, I believe. So there's going to be some fighting amongst heroes, probably some fighting amongst variants and stuff like that, and just a battle royal for survival. I think I'm not too up on Secret Wars and Battle World and that whole concept. I've seen little snippets of it, but as it often has happened in the Marvel Digital app, they'll spotlight certain comic books and storylines that tie in either directly or tie in featuring some of the characters to current MCU stuff that's either coming out or out in the theater, stuff like that. So I imagine as this goes along, some of the the highlights of the week or month or what have you on the Marvel Digital app will be stuff that relates to Secret Wars or Battle World and that sort of thing. I'll get up to speed on it. But of the names that were mentioned, because they just showed little chairs with the names on the back. Last one being Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, which, as I've said many, many times, I'm just not feeling in any way, shape, or form. Will they be able to impress me with it? I mean, sure, but just going into it, I'm like, whatever. But right now, we have Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Simu Liu, I'm butchering his name, as Shang-Chi. We have Tom Hiddleston back as Loki. Louis Pullman is back as the Sentry. Florence Pugh is back as Yelena. Danny Ramirez is back as Falcon. Ian McKellen is back as Magneto. Sebastian Stan is back as Bucky. Winston Duke back as M'Baku. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor. Kelsey Grammer is back as Beast. James Marsden back as Cyclops. Channing Tatum back as Gambit. Wyatt Russell back as U.S. Agent. Vanessa Kirby, of course, back as Sue Storm. Rebecca Romaine back as Mystique. Patrick Stewart back as Professor X. Alan Cumming back as Nightcrawler. Letitia Wright back as Shuri. Tanakh Huerta Meja back as Namor. Pedro Pascal back as Reed Richards, of course. Hannah John Kamen back as Ghost. Joseph Quinn back as Johnny Storm. David Harbour back as Red Guardian. Downey as Doom. Evan Miles Backrack as The Thing. And Anthony Mackie as Captain America. Of course, Fantastic Four is going to be in it. Their movie is just going to have come out. So, of course they're going to be in it. The only thing about it, it kind of takes away any sort of stakes from the Thunderbolts, because basically the entire cast outside of Taskmaster is going to be in this movie, which means they survive. We all kind of speculate that Taskmaster is going to get killed anyway. Apparently the Sentry is just going to get kind of wrangled. They're not going to beat him, kill him, because he's back in the movie. Or could some characters still die, and these are variants of those characters? Because these, all say, they're characters, but are they just variants of the characters? We've already seen a variant of Professor X in Multiverse of Madness. So are these characters, actual, the true ones from, say, the X-Men movies, or are they variants? We know that Monica Rambeau is trapped on a world where the X-Men are. We've seen Kelsey Grammer back as Beast, and there was a variant of Monica that was binary. There's some speculation I'd seen where maybe they're trying to get her back home, and that's kind of what brings those two worlds together. And then shenanigans. Remains to be seen how it all plays out. We know that Downey, or at least if, again, do you believe some rumors that people like to throw out there, he's going to use the fact that he looks like Stark to gain the trust of the heroes, and then, fuck him over in his bid to do whatever evil machinations he's going to do. A lot of people are kind of noting the absence of, your Tom Holland and your Brie Larson and your Haley Steinfeld and just the characters from like the most recent phase. Of course, Chris Evans is not on there. He was rumored, I believe, at one point in time to be playing Captain Hydra, possibly. So is he going to be like? Are they still trying to have some secrets in this? There's no Hulk on there, no Mark Ruffalo, no rumor or no word of any sort of Hulk involvement, either red or green. Is that not going to happen? Are they just saving? Are they trying to maintain some semblance of secrecy? I was talking to somebody I work with today about it, and he was kind of wondering why they're doing the whole big reveal now when there's like Comic-Con and D23, like Disney's little event. And I'd said, well, I mean, they're shooting now, so I mean, stills, set reports, set photos, all that kind of shit, that's going to start coming out. You might as well get in front of it and whet people's appetites and show them, what's coming. The fact that the X-Men are coming back is cool. Again, Alan coming back as Nightcrawler, I thought that was cool. There's no Storm yet, although Halle Berry as Storm always will be, and I will die on this hill. It was a travesty. You look at Angela Bassett in Black Panther, and you see she should have been Storm. I don't know what the hell was going on back then, where Angela Bassett did not get cast as Storm over Halle Berry, but it's just wrong. James Marsden back as Cyclops. You have a chance to redeem Cyclops and make him an interesting, fun, cool character. The template is there. X-Men 97, that first episode, where he comes in the warehouse saving Roberto, and he's kicking ass, and he's using his powers to, like, propel himself around and shit. The whole, like, see you on the ground, and he just, like, uses his power to stop himself, and to me, my X-Men, like, there's the template to make, like, to not just cut the fuck out of Cyclops. I'm really hoping, like, he gets some shine, but it's a huge fucking cast. So, obviously not everybody's going to get some time to shine, but I'm hoping it's not they just show up for like 2 seconds and then die. Because again, this is like possibly has to do with worlds colliding and worlds getting wiped out, a la, your Crisis on Infinite Earths almost. So I'm hoping that it's just not like glorified cameos where they just show up and like, oh my god, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And then they fizzle, into nothingness because the world ends. But yeah, it remains to be seen how it all plays out. Cautiously optimistic. It's cool that we've got some MCU stuff brewing, some MCU stuff cooking. I'm just excited for set details and set photos and just find out more plot details because I want to know what the fuck is going on and why I should feel good about Downey as Doom, because I don't right now. But I don't know. It is what it is, right? Those are my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, of course, and always, fuck Nazis. Fuck Nazi sympathizers. Never, ever forget that shit. And let us geek.